Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know I've been absent for a really long time, but now I decided to come back and to continue my YouTube channel. And I think I've decided on the theme of my YouTube channel. It will be all about pregnancy and babies in Thailand, how to raise them, about doctor's appointments, because right now I'm pregnant. So since it's my journey now, I'm going to doctors, I decided to share my experience with you. So I really hope you enjoy my pregnancy story and like my pregnancy journey, and you'll be with me all this time. So I wanted to actually start doing this already a couple of weeks ago, but because I came back from Russia and I did the Phuket sandbox, and I really wanted to show you guys, but since I was like kind of jet lagged and the weather difference, I decided to give myself some time and get used to the weather, to the country, to the, like everything, because pregnancy, I'm getting really tired, and plus I have another baby which is like almost 2 years old. Her name is Bella, and right now I'm 28 weeks pregnant. So whoever is coming with a baby to Thailand, I think nowadays it's much easier because it's test and go, but when I came to Thailand, you still had to quarantine for 1 week. You had to do one test arriving to Thailand and the second one on the day 5 or 6, and everything actually went really smooth. Like whenever they did the test, it didn't hurt. For me it was nasal only. For Bella it was saliva test, as you can see. She didn't mind it at all. It's just like, which is like, I think it's really good. And then after 1 week in Phuket, which is like amazing vacation, amazing holiday, so after 1 week in Phuket, we came back to Bangkok, and the life began. No more vacation or anything, just routine life, cooking, washing, looking after Bella, going to play dates, and yeah, everything like this. I'll start with the first trimester. I didn't find out that I was pregnant straight away, but I already got like the symptoms, like I felt nauseous, my back hurt or anything, but because the baby was planned, I kept taking the pregnancy test and it was kept like negative for like already, and it's like already past my period date, but I didn't like pay attention. I thought, okay, we didn't get pregnant this month, and because I just like I still breastfeeding. At that time I was still breastfeeding, and I thought, oh okay, this is probably hormonal change, and like that's why I'm missing my period again. But I still feeling sick and everything, so I told my husband, okay, for the last time, can you go buy the pregnancy test? And on the test I was like positive, and we got, of course we got really happy, and like, okay, the symptoms like add up, so yes, I'm pregnant. So on week 5 to go to the doctor, see the doctor to see where it's just like pregnancy, they're like inside me, like nowhere else. And after doing a lot of research and looking after like a lot of doctors, my main point was like of choosing the doctor is a natural birth. Bella was done by natural birth, no C-section or anything. So I was between few doctors, like 3 doctors. I'm not sure whether I should say the hospital and the doctor's name. So I went to this hospital, and I see the doctor. She's a female, and oh, I really loved her. Like I went with my husband, I went with Bella, and what I didn't really like was the service in this hospital. But when I saw the doctor and that she spoke to me and just like, yes, let's go check your pregnancy, and she gave me the choice how I want to find out how I'm pregnant, whether with a blood test or the ultrasound. And I said, oh, whatever is quickest. And it's like possible. She's like, okay, let's go do ultrasound. And I'm lying down. It's just like, yeah, confirmed pregnancy. Everything looks perfect. Everything looks fine. And we, as a happy family, soon to be four, leaving the hospital. I'm still getting like a little bit nauseous, super tired, but I think also tired because I have another baby and we don't really have a nanny, and I have to do all the courses myself. So because I got pregnant here in Thailand, in Bangkok, I already been in the hospital, and then when I was couple months pregnant, I decided to go back to Russia for a holiday, for vacation, and I spent there 3 months. Now I'm back. I wouldn't say that my pregnancy started easily. When the week 10 hits, in the morning I went as usual to play with Mia Bella outside to the playground, and like we run, we have fun. I'll even jump on the trampoline a little bit, like, so basically having active and fun. And then we come home, I give her a snack, put her to sleep, and I decide to lie down myself to rest. And I start feeling that like something is wet, and I'm just like, oh, did I wet myself or something, or like I didn't know. And just like I start looking, and it's just like bleeding, which is like obviously is never good sign that you're bleeding unless you have your period, but I'm not supposed to have my period. So I quickly call my husband and just like, need to go to the hospital right now. Don't panic. I tell him, I keep telling myself, don't panic, like until we know, like, oh, whatever happens, but just like, let's go to the hospital now. We get Mia Bella up because I didn't feel like going myself. I got like my emotions coming through. On the way on taxi, I called the hospital and I'm actually asking them, or should I go emergency, or should I, because it's different buildings. One is the emergency building, like the next is the gynecology building. They say yes, so what is your name? They ask me all the information, whether it's your first time or not, and I say no, and they tell me to go to emergency. And I arrive, and like my tears are coming, and just like I can't speak, like my husband speaks for me, and they tell me, actually you don't need to come emergency, please go to another building, like I still have to go up escalator to the gynecology, go see your doctor. And they didn't offer me a wheelchair or like any help. They're just like, yeah, no, sorry, you don't need to go emergency. So this like was like one of the disappointments of the staff and how they handled the situation, because I think I'm the emergency, I'm bleeding, it's like heavy bleeding, I'm pregnant, like beginning of my pregnancy. So we rushed to the gynecology, where is my doctor, and then I give all the papers, and I think I'm supposed to be seen first because I see myself as emergency. And they say, okay, wait, and I'm like waiting, and it's been like probably 10 minutes I've been waiting. And because they didn't like even measure my pulse or anything, temperature, like this is like before you see the doctor, is like procedure, and they say, so I came up to them, it's like, I'm emergency, I have to see the doctor now, I'm bleeding. And just like, oh, okay, just like sit a moment. I had to wait another few minutes. So I believe the waiting was like really long, especially when, for me, when you don't know what to think and you're trying to calm yourself down, kind of emotional. It's like you wanted, like, obviously I wanted to go see the doctor ASAP because I needed to know what's going on with my body. So finally I see the doctor and I tell her what happened. And then another thing is I have to wait for ultrasound. Like, I don't know, she's like, oh, sorry, like everything is busy, but then like I see like patients, like normal patients that come for checkup, they're just like coming in and coming out. So it's like I was like in a normal queue, I wasn't like fast track. I wasn't like the priority. So this like kind of upset me. And like but I'm happy with the doctor because she was like trying to push and make everything quicker, but the stuff was just like sabai, just like slowly, like, you know, oh, it's okay, just wait. Like, I honestly I didn't like it. But then we go to ultrasound to see how the baby is doing, and the first thing when we see on the TV is like baby moving around and just like kicking and everything, and just like me and my husband just like relief, like so like everything is okay. And just like it was the October 10th. I remember the date till now. So yeah, and the doctor said like the baby is fine, you just got like a big blood clot, like you should stop breastfeeding, you shouldn't be jumping, you shouldn't be like doing, you should be like resting. They gave me the progesterone shot, and that's it. They sent me home, and that was it. Now I was supposed to fly like in a week, or like in 2 weeks or something. So because I started reading some information about this, and it's like, should I fly, or is it going to be risky if I fly? And I went to see another doctor, the male doctor in the same hospital, just to get the second opinion, because he was recommended by like another mommy in the same condo that I live in, and he was also pro natural birth. So I was like, okay, why not to see the second opinion? Maybe I like this doctor better than the first one. But he was absolutely rude to me. When we came, he was like, so what do you want? It's like in a rude way. And he took a personal call during our visit, and just like, yeah, you're fine, Jay, like, bye. Like, so I absolutely did not like him. Like, even though he said everything is fine and I can fly and like the baby should be fine, I don't need any medications. I didn't like the doctor. I didn't like his attitude at all. So I don't know. I don't think I should like say names really, because for some people like I got recommended, like someone recommended him to me, someone like him, like personally for me, and like my husband also didn't like him. As like for another female doctor, we absolutely adore her and love her. He decided that I should fly to Russia with me and Bella. Everything is fine, like I stopped bleeding, it's like probably fine. So when I arrived to Russia, like maybe a week after, I see like a little bit spotting, and I go to the hospital because like I'm worried, like, and they told me where I'm not admitted in the hospital, because in Russia when something like this happens, they admit you in the hospital and you can't like do anything. Yeah, they give you medication, a lot of medication, like progesterone, and like stop blood clotting, like growing, or like something like that, and like so you don't bleed anymore, so the blood clot gets smaller and like dissolves and everything. So it's like two completely different medical worlds, because first I was like really mad at my doctor because she just like gave me one shot and that's it, while in Russia they just like do everything to save the pregnancy. And then I did my research after, and yeah, this is like a big difference. In Russia, doctors tries to save the pregnancy, and with medications, with everything, you're just like lie in bed, like you're not allowed to move, just like if you need to get up only to go pee or like go to the toilet, the food they bring to you, so you don't do like many movements, you don't pick anything heavy or anything. While like in Thailand, and I've read that like majority countries, they just leave it up to your body. It's like 50-50 chance, either your body like deals it with it yourself, or the body decides like this baby shouldn't supposed to be there. So it's like I'm not sure which way is better, but as at that moment I was quite glad that I was in Russia, and I'm not sure whether it's like doctors, but I think it's like both both worked for me. So I think I left at the right time. But after that, like I felt so much better, and like I didn't have spotting, and like my blood clot dissolved at all now. There's like nothing. I'm just like a healthy pregnancy right now, which is like very happy about that. So yeah, like my second trimester was in Russia, and it was like all worrying, but it was good because I had my family there. They helped me to look after me and Bella. Didn't really have to do cooking or cleaning, just like resting, looking after myself, or like just taking the rest. So yeah, those like my two hectic like trimesters, and now I'm like, I believe in my, yeah, I am in my third trimester, and it already started, and I'm in Thailand. So from now on I'm thinking to do the videos every week. It's like a memory to myself, and hopefully my story and like my example, and like how giving the birth in like in Thailand in general will help whoever is pregnant now or will get pregnant to like compare and just get an idea of how being pregnant and delivering a child and having a child and raising a child in Thailand can be. So I want to show you my, like for myself, my belly, how it looks right now. So I'm 28 weeks pregnant, and this is my belly. It's quite big. I really already don't fit in my clothes and anything, so I have to wear pregnancy shorts, which is like a saver, especially when you're in Thailand. You definitely have to invest in shorts. So yes, thank you for watching this vlog, and I hope many more vlogs will be coming in the weeks and days and everything. I hope you enjoy it. So thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.